Hello and good evening. Today we are back in Anno 1800, continuing the journey to Enbesa, and we are making a decision whether we're going to go to Olypso or El Souk. We will choose our next port of call. Whenever you visit a port, new ports will become available. You can also attempt to visit every single port, for example, stopping at both Olypso and El Souk. Great rewards may come to those who succeed in this, but remember to keep an eye on your morale. All right. Well, let's go to Olypso.
Draw your pistols.
A streetcar named Olypso. Olispo. The lights of Olispo glimmer through the spray as your sailors hasten to secure their mooring. Music and merriment spill from the narrow streets, wafting aromas of warm bread and savory fish, fresh from the tide. With a thrill of pent-up anticipation, the sailors stream off the ship and excitedly crowd into a pristinely new yellow tram, laughing as it rickets off into the warm night, hailed loudly by festive locals. A flurry of ample sleeves turns to them genially. Boa noite, friends. From whence does the tide bring you? All right, we could lie. We hail from Il Campanile, or we could say we serve Her Majesty. Well, let's tell the truth. Why not? We serve Her Majesty the Queen. That sounds fine. Okay. Well, this may not be a popular thing for us to say. The Empire, It is fortunate you have come on this day, for we are not by nature a forgiving people, and there is much history between us, most of it written in blood. But let us speak no more of this. Tonight we feast and revel. Tonight we look to the future. See how swiftly the world changes. Why, not a decade ago, who would have imagined a tram here? Aye, in years past we drew blood, but tonight we draw wine and drink to hope and progress. What say you? Poor Deuce? His hearty enthusiasm appears genuine, but you cannot help but wonder how deeply these past grievances are truly buried. All right. We can say, let the strife of our parents die with them then, to your good health. We can say, war is the province of kings, and we will not be pawns in their games. Or we could say, only when Olispo has answered for its crimes will we have peace. I think we should probably not talk bad about anybody's parents dying, and we probably shouldn't talk about crimes. We should probably say this one. War is the province of kings, and we will not be pawns in their game. That's right. We're just here to mind our own business. He scowls angrily. What do you know of war, of sacrifice, and duty? Many of my kin perished in what you call a game, for what they believed was right. His raised voice draws the attention of other patrons, their voices souring as they understand the tenor of the argument. A man's land is his blood. The word of his king is command. I pity you that you cannot understand that. He spits contemptuously at your feet, then vanishes into the throng before any retribution can be exacted. The silence left in his wake is ominous with untold resentment. You try to order a round of port, but the innkeep stares you out of the door. Well, that didn't work out very well. Well, let's go over to El Souk next. We'll see if we do better there. We could provide some rations. I think we will. We'll give everybody a round of canned goods, and we'll go to the next port. All right. Well, hopefully we make it to the Land of Lions. Shouldn't be too hard. We'll see. And here we have our flag flying happily at the end of Lyndale Avenue. This little area here is where we're going to create Centennial Park. Now, I've been looking at our needs for our people, and it has occurred to me we need beer for our workers. We still haven't actually made a beer economy at all. So we're going to do that because everybody wants beer, right? We need hops and we need a malt house. So we're gonna see where we can grow hops. We have hops fertility over in Avon. Wouldn't you look at that? So we are going to start. Oh, you be quiet, my boy. All right. Now we're going to go in here and we're going to start growing hops here in Avon. And Avon, this little town, is going to become the beer capital of the old world. Let's see. Okay. Very good. And we'll build the malt house here as well. Will it fit there? No. Well, can we put it up at no? Oh, there we go. We can put the malt house right there. And then we need a brewery. And why not put the brewery right here at the end of the lane? And it doesn't quite fit there, but I have a plan. We're going to demolish a little piece of street, and we'll put it there now. We could let it face like that. Yeah, I think that looks nice. Yeah. Yep, that's how it's gonna be. And then we'll finish up our street here. And because I don't doubt we're gonna need to produce more than one farm worth of hops, we're gonna go ahead and get started right now with another farm.
How do?
How do? Okay. Here I'm running out of space. I think we're gonna need to get a little creative here. So I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna make this road a little bit over, move it a little over.
We careen into the unknown.
And then we're going to delete a few of those fields there. And delete a few of those fields. We're going to move the hub over a little bit. And now we should have plenty of room to finish up our third hops farm, because it can extend all the way out there. And what do we got there? We have a pirate demanding a ceasefire and asking us to pay $60,000 for it. That's ridiculous. I'm not paying $60,000, so you'll stop shooting at me. Absolutely not. Okay. That's really gonna make our island stand out. Those farms look really nice.
Ship under attack.
So, take a look at our trade routes. So now we're going to start loading. We're going to start loading beer in Avon and unloading it in Helena. And our ship has four spots in the hold, so we can probably actually do 2 slots in the hold dedicated to beer, and then we still have schnapps and sausages coming to Avon from Helena. Hopefully that works. Because I do think as soon as we get our production chain going, we're gonna probably have a lot of demand for beer. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna do one more farm.
Are those mountains moving?
We lack the requisite materials. Look sharp, the governor's here.
Okay. So what I've overlooked is I need grain to produce the
New unionism
malt.
is our future. Us filings swept into.
So now we're going to have to go to the shipping menu. I think we will we'll build another clipper. I just realized my my music is off, so let's turn on the music. I like to listen to the music. In the meanwhile, we're going to start importing wheat on our existing trade route. And sending it to Avon from Helena. However, we're gonna need more than just one ship servicing that route.
You can do it. Work your way up from that dirty bottom.
And we have an escort quest we could do. Do I want to do that? Maybe I will.
I do have a pocket watch.
All right. Where is the export quest?
I'll captain voyage till blood boil or free.
Does it tell us where to go? Or do we just have to hunt around for it?
Is the sea not gilded by desert sand?
I wonder if the escort quest is in the new world. No, it is. Okay. That's why we couldn't find it.
You can rely on us. Make sail.
We have a lot of islands out here in the new world that need to be settled. Well, they are settled, but they need to be developed. We got 2 ships on their way to escort this vessel. What kind of a boat is that? That's a more modern ship. I guess while we're sort of chilling, everybody else is advancing into the industrial age. Oh, look, there's a dolphin or a shark. Looking at the water, you could almost forget it's a game. Looks pretty realistic. And there's our vessel on its way. Let's follow it.
The people celebrate your leadership.
People celebrate my leadership. That's
Ship
good.
constructed.
You know, there's so many different games I want to play. They're kind of in this style of city builder, base builder type games. It's amazing how much you can do, though, in a game like this. It's almost limitless, so it's going to be a while, probably, before I'm able to wrap up this project enough to move on to another one. Because I really do want to see Anno 1800 through, because I've played the game before, but I never really got into it enough to truly say that I saw it to the end. Like, I got, you know, medium-sized settlements and then kind of lost interest. But this time we're gonna build a glorious empire. It's gonna be excellent. Well, that looks almost like a head-on collision there, didn't it? All right. Well, let's escort this ship.
Come on, what if there's mermen out there?
I have another ship on the way to join the escort as well.
Frigate commencing escort.
But it's a little ways off, and we're already under attack. That's concerning. Hopefully we're able to defend the ship successfully.
New orders, Admiral. Ready the ropes.
All right. Our second ship has arrived, and not a moment too soon. Now we have 2 boats escorting. It's nice that the ships will travel in formation. There are a lot of pirate ships around here. It's actually kind of confusing, though, because that was not a pirate ship. That's a friendly ship. But once they take a little bit of damage, then you have a red health bar. Everything has a red health bar. So that kind of throws me for a curve, because when I see red, I think it's the enemy. But it actually may just be a friendly ship that's not at 100% health. Where's this boat going? That ship we're escorting is not a... That's not a combat ship at all. It has no defenses. It's just a cargo ship. Yeah, we're sailing awfully close to those rocks. It's kind of dangerous. This is a
Ship under attack.
fairly long voyage. And we have a pirate ship here.
Aye.
I wonder where we're actually going. Are we going all the way off the edge of the map? We must be going to the old world. We're not even staying in the same region.
Oh, yes. Yes. Yes.
Okay, nice. So we escorted it to the edge of the map. But that's nice. We got a decent amount of money for it. We're now back at 100,000. We'll go back to what we were doing. Let's go check on Avon and see if we have any.
Stand to attention for the bus.
Yep. We have a full storehouse of grain, a full storehouse of hops. We're producing malt, and we're producing beer.
Where did you say you come from?
We're going to build a depot.
The people celebrate your leadership.
And now we're able to hold more product.
I too hope to publish truths I can be proud of.
Yep, Princess Queen likes it that we're not manipulating the newspaper. Free press is actually free. We're going to build a second brewery. And a second malt house.
This one don't look too scary. Do you mind? You are generous with your islands.
Yeah, we'll let Wibby settle on one island. And another malt house. There we go. We have a parade going on in town. That's nice. Warehouse needs to be upgraded. even though this is a little island, as our only beer producing island, it's going to be pretty important in the region. Let's see about building a nice park area here. We don't really need this road. We're going to plant a tree. I believe this tree park here was a promotion. I think it cost $5, I think. And every time you bought it, every time somebody bought it, the company would, Ubisoft would fund the actual planting of a real tree. I believe. I think that's how it worked.
Sweet as we ought to share tea more often.
You're tying the knot. Never.
Could this be my lucky island?
There we go. A second tree. And we're going to build a canal.
I don't need the board telling me whose islands to settle.
A competitor raised a settlement.
We have a worker shortage.
Plenty to get stuck into.
Life's fine as a new.
You reached a new milestone.
Nice day for it.
That fish body smells good.
Maybe 3, 4 bushels. I wouldn't like to say.
Right, so there we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Ship under attack.
My family is honored.
I have a brick shortage.
Ship under attack.
That's alright. We'll just use a regular road.
More's the merrier.
And we'll plant some trees here. We may change it up after a while, but for right now, simple trees will be sufficient.
You've got potential, and Beryl knows how to wring it out.
Yeah, that looks pretty nice. Little canal.
I'll ask her this Sunday.
A little bit of separation between the main street in town and the avenue over here.
Out with a lark this morning, I was.
You bit off more than you could chew.
Do you call it altruism?
Now we're going back to Helena to take a look at our worker happiness. We have plenty of beer. Well, rather, we do have beer. I wouldn't say we have plenty. But I was building a ship a little while ago. Where is it? It's sitting over here. All right. So now we're going to go to routes. And we're going to add that ship that we just built. So now we have 2 ships supplying the Avon route. That'll keep the supply of beer flowing. We still don't have the ability to upgrade our artisans, our artisans rather. We can't upgrade our artisans to engineers yet, because we still haven't met all of their needs. We did provide the canned food need, but we still need to start producing sewing machines, fur coats, and a university, not to mention stability of the beer supply, a theater, rum. Artisans have a lot of demands. But that's alright. Our budget is healthy. Things are going in the right direction. We'll get there.
Ship under attack.
We'll have our little park here, and then we'll put a university right there. And this little bluff where these trees are looking out over the water, that's going to be Carroll College. So we will have a university there. We'll also have a university right in the middle of town. And that's kind of what this area right here is reserved for. I don't know if we can build a university yet. Nope, we don't have enough artisans yet to do that. Now, what does it take to produce fur coats? We need cotton and, well, cotton fabric. We could produce a theater, though. I don't know if we want to do that yet. I think this would be actually a good place for the theater, right here in the middle of town. Yeah, we'll put a theater right there. We can always move it too. But that's a nice central location.
Such splendid feathers.
I feel naught but a ragged joy.
Now, that gives our artisans at least a little bit more happiness, which will attract more of them. Because the more happiness they have, the more close to 100% of capacity they will get. Probably what we ought to do is we should build some more docks, because a lot of things have been reaching maximum capacity here, so I kind of want to avoid having my production paused because I just can't store my finished goods. Let's upgrade this trading post as well. Can we do it a second time? Yeah, let's Let's do that. Oh yeah, that looks real nice. This beach area is getting to be kind of full. I wonder, can we...
It's all prepared.
If we move the fishing piers a little bit... Yeah, that's actually kind of a... Yeah, that's kind of nice. Line them up so they're a little bit even there.
I like people with a coarse air.
There we go. Now we have room for one more depot on the shoreline. It's actually kind of cool. We can change how they look. Yeah, I think I'll change all of them to be these enclosed buildings. And then that one right there will be open.
Ship under attack.
Actually, that one. Yeah, that'll be open.
I wouldn't worry. Most only look at the pictures.
Ship under attack.
Yeah, and here we have a resident quest. My pigs, Governor. You need to help me. See, they escaped their pen. They're all we got. Please get them back.
I know
All right.
you're busy, but I've a favour to ask.
Well, let's find the pigs. There's pigs walking around somewhere. Shouldn't be too hard to find some loose pigs, right? Oh, there it is. A pig. Oh, there's 5 pigs to find.
Under attack.
There's another one. Got him. I found 2 pigs. There's 3 more to find.
Ship under attack. Ship under attack.
What do we got going on? Yeah, that's much ado about nothing. Ship is under attack, but it's totally capable of defending itself. Oh, and I see another pig. There he is. That was actually 2 pigs traveling right next to each other, so it looked like one. And there's the final pig. Pig number 5 right there.
We'll gather and toast your allies.
Nice. We got 5 sausages. It's not a lot, but we'll take it. It's fine.
mine is a life half-lived.
Let's look at our supply, because it looks like we are starting to fall behind in bread and sausage. Yep, bread is a little bit under. Wheat and flour are a little bit overproduced.
Ship under attack.
So we will build one more bakery. Pigs are a little bit oversupplied. Sausage looks like it's actually a little oversupplied too. So I'm not going to worry about sausage supply.
Looks fair.
But definitely bread. We're going to have to do something about. So, one more bakery. One more bakery. Put it right there. Few more pigs. This whole area is kind of a giant pig farming neighborhood. And we have just a little bit of a worker shortage. So time to upgrade some more shacks.
All right here, I suppose.
Please let us play in the lower field.
Ship under attack.
See how our expedition is going. Palm-flanked arabesques. You dock at a small, lively port on the northern coast, while most of your crew replenish supplies and repair the damage suffered in the recent storm. Some decide to head off to explore the local souk. Streets fold and unfold into each other, bedecked in a wild array of colors and dizzyingly heady, unknown scents, which so confuse your sailors that they become lost in the weave of passages. Seeing their distress, several young men in beggarly clothes offer to guide them through the maze. Should we shoo them off and trust our crew's instincts? I would say so. Usually your instincts are right.
Too cultured for us scrubbers.
It's not long before your crew are hopelessly lost in the tangle of crowded streets. From all parts, merchants assail them with hopeful voices, flaunting the quality of their wares and the attractiveness of their prices in such a way that the sailors soon feel like a sloop buffeted by harsh winds. One particularly bold and smiling merchant walks up to the lead sailor. I have just the thing for you. Rare items impossible to find elsewhere. His wares seem common enough, but perhaps he can give you directions. We could try to secure his help by purchasing something. We could look away and plod onwards. We could ignore his banter and ask him for directions. Well, you know what? I think sometimes you just have to you have to sort of appease the powers that be. So we're gonna try to secure his help just by purchasing something. Because if we buy something from him, then maybe he'll be willing to help us. And we'll give him some schnapps. And he'll give us Arabesque trinkets. Now, see, I don't want to give him 50. See, if I gave him 50, I would get that. All right, I might regret. I may regret this, to give him 50 schnapps for these trinkets. But I'm gonna do it. Oh dear, the trade was rejected. You try to haggle the prices down to something reasonable, but it becomes increasingly clear that the merchant has little intention of making an honest deal. This suspicion is confirmed when, after a particularly vehement refusal to pay a fortune for what looks like common kitchenware, he barks a few short words. Immediately, several burly individuals appear through the draperies at the back of the shop. With a chill, you realize the price to pay has just increased steeply. Well, all right. Then if we're going to be treated with violence, then we're not going to tolerate it. You never tolerate violence. You never surrender to coercion. So we will object violently to this extortion. Outnumbered though they may be, your sailors settle in for a fight, some of them drawing ribbing knives and various crude but wickedly edged items from the pockets of their breeches. The thugs' faces fall, discountenanced by these weapons. Evidently, they were not prepared for so hostile a reaction, and so safely back a few paces away, behind the dais. Furious at his men's cowardice, the merchant has no choice but to mumble directions to the harbor, leaving your crew to operate a swift retreat. Well, that worked out well. We made it. So what are we going to do next? Do we go to the ancient labyrinth? Or do we go to the Crocodile Delta? Let's go to the ancient labyrinth, because we're feeling bold. Should we provide extra rations? Yeah, let's provide extra rations. Can we go further? No. Now we just have to wait.
Just a taste of what's to come.
Oh no. Somebody sunk one of our ships.
Ship under attack.
Well, that's not good.
A ship was destroyed.
Anne Harlow has destroyed one of our ships. That's not acceptable. We will respond to that by building a ship of the line.
Good and ready.
We're going to have to start escorting our ships if they're going to be under attack. We're going to also have to look at our weapon supply because we have only one factory making ammunition. And that may not be enough if we need to ramp up production. We do have 211 weapons, but I don't know that that's necessarily going to be enough.
Look sharp, the governor's here.
Where is our weapon factory? Forget where I put it. Is that it?
The finishing
No, that's a
touches,
cannery.
and there.
We have a steel works and a furnace. Okay, the weapon factory's over here.
All hands at the ready.
I think we're okay for weapons manufacturing for the time being. We'll come back to it, though. Next chapter. The ancient labyrinth. Alone in the darkness, they cannot hear her cries. Deep beneath this pleasant island of lavender and thyme she has fallen to a musty, airless pit. She gathers herself and remembers the few safety matches left in her pack. You are her, she is you. Lighting a match, you are dumbstruck by a many-frescoed room, venerable and forgotten. A woman with a bull is the centerpiece. The great beast seems so vulnerable under her caress. The outline of a majestic horned door faces north, while a more humble passage heads southward. Do we enter the grand horned door or enter the humble passage? I'm going to say the humble passage because typically the wide way is the way to destruction. You want to be greedy when others are fearful and fearful when others are greedy. So I'm going to say let's go with the humble passage. In the next chamber, you find a set of stone shelves with fragments of wooden figures upon them. Men, horses, bulls, toys perhaps? A distant growl rumbles across the wall, stirring dust from a pale fresco. Facing east, a swan door. Facing north, flocks of herons make up a labyrinthine mosaic surrounding a pillared arch. Well, that's a hard call because a swan seems like a pretty good thing. Flocks of herons making up a labyrinthine mosaic surrounding a pillared arch. I would say that sounds more suspicious than a swan, so I think we're going to just go through the swan door because that sounds a little more normal. In here, the ceiling feels lower still. Chipped tiles on the floor hint at a faded scene. A man, youngish and lithe, leaping over a flaring bull. You lean in for a closer look and notice all the tiles in the room are adorned with bulls' heads. That does sound kind of dangerous. We could leap over the tiles or slowly cross the tiles. I think leaping over them sounds good because that's kind of what the faded scene implies. It kind of implies that you want to leap, so we should leap. It's a poorly executed jump as you slip on a loose tile. You feel a sharp pain in your arm as it strikes against a jutting rock. Then the ground gives way entirely. Now that's not good. We could cling to the edge or brace and prepare for the fall. See, now we're in a situation where I don't know if there's really a good option here. If we fall, That could be an easy way out. But it also could well be a trap. And I think it sounds more like it's a trap. So in the interest of self-preservation, we should probably cling to the edge. You leap for the edge, but your hand closes on a sharp piece of debris. You cry out in pain, but it's too late. The abyss rises up to meet you. Harsh dust clings to your eyelids and burns your eyes as you plummet to the floor, where with a tremendous crack you feel your bones shatter and the darkness take you. Your companions will doubtless raise their black sails in solemn remembrance before journeying on without you. Well, that wasn't good. But I guess I'm not that important. The journey goes on. Morale is just a little bit lower. Well, we'll go to the Crocodile Delta next. And extra rations to kind of raise morale. Help people forget about the fact that somebody just died at the last stop. Okay.
Well, if you don't want it, you should share it.
Let's see. Wibby wants another island. Nah, we'll tell him no.
Ship under attack.
Another ship under attack? Oh, hold up here. No. We gotta...
On our way.
Does my ship here not have...
Attack.
Oh. Does my ship have no weapons? I guess not. Well, that's a bummer. I didn't realize this ship was a weaponless ship. That's not good at all. I guess I need to...
Ship under attack.
I need to build a couple gunboats to escort my defenseless ships.
Your conduct is exemplary.
Well, I guess that's where we're going to leave it because this video is quite long enough. Been getting sucked into it.
To the unknown.
And we will continue the expedition in the next video. Thank you.